And for me, Gordon, as the spouse, as the one who has been the quote healthy spouse, I don't know psychologically at this point after going through this exercise, but truly as the one who has been healthy, I would do anything in my power to make you feel better.
Right.
Anything. And holding on to a hope of you feeling better and seeing, hey, he's going to have less kidney episodes if we're in low altitude. There's more life and vitality that he has. His pain isn't gone, but his vitality is increased. And so I'm not saying we shouldn't look at environments for health, because I don't know that that in itself is bad.
No.
But I just think it has to be put in its proper place, right?
I agree.
And so I realize, my whole career has been putting people in homes.
And putting them in their proper places.
And home represents security.
Right.
So there's nothing wrong with a home. But my perspective got out of order with this home, because here's the deal. Jesus says, I go to prepare a place for you.
Yes.
You don't go prepare a place for him. He prepares one for us. He's preparing our home, our eternal home, our kingdom, our place that is forever in him. And so for me, okay, give it up. Give up that one thing, even if it's a good thing, and it was a good thing. It has been a good thing. But you know the home's biggest blessing? It's going to give back to us through that sale.
Sure.
It's going to set us, we're cutting the rope. So, okay,
Oh, boy.
This is the book. I got it. Win the Day by Mark Batterson. Okay, this book. I really, really, really love Mark Batterson's active writing, because it gets me the visuals and the storytelling that he has. It's so motivating. And these 7 habits to help you stress less and accomplish more. It's very impactful. It's a very impactful book. And one of the things he talks about that is just that through this home experience has resonated with me is called cutting the rope. So I don't remember the name of the gentleman, but in this illustration, there was a guy at a fair who had developed an elevator, something related to an elevator. And in his demonstration at this county fair, and it was a long time ago, many, many years ago, this was in the olden days, probably the late 1800s, if it says that in the book. But anyway, he developed an elevator protection device, right? But nobody would understand that or even buy into it. So he had to demonstrate it in a very exaggerated and in an extreme way. He had to have them cut the rope at a fair with an elevator. They cut the rope, the elevator started to fall, and people were freaking out because they had no idea that safety would connect and it would click in. But that rope was cut so that the safety device could be activated. And when that safety device was activated, that the whole model of an elevator changed, and they could build taller buildings because there was a safety. So and he was now selling this safety device for every elevator. So the thing is, really and truly, we have to cut our own rope so that God is our safety device. That's what it showed me. It doesn't mean to be irresponsible. It doesn't mean to go out and be like a chicken with your head cut off and try to figure all this stuff out alone. I'm not talking about reckless abandonment of things that are wise, but I am talking about, for me, where are my priorities? What am I holding on to? Too much.
I would agree, and that's really a false sense of self-protection. Your freedom is stolen, even though you think you have freedom. And it slows down your walk even more so towards God. Before we move on, Mark Batterson, okay? Here's what I love about you. You really give people credit for ideas that are spurred in your mind. I love that honest perspective that you have.
Thank you.
But the other side of the coin is this. It's almost like Mark Batterson has been in our life listening to our conversations for 25 years. So his message is so kindred to someone who's suffering. It's inspirational, it's motivational. And let's say right now there's 50 million adults in the United States who suffer with some form of chronic pain and have chronic pain for at least 6 months. And that could be physical, mental, or emotional. Okay.
Yes.
As well as we're not even looking at the population that's spiritually dry.
That's right.
They're basically apostates. They're not even walking out faith anymore. The message that's so powerful is that Mark brings about in his writings. He has a way of creating a language that connects with the reader, with someone who's suffering, with someone who's carrying too much baggage, with someone who's in painful adversity. He has a way of making them look at their circumstances just a little differently.